Booktube, it's Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading, where, in a weird twist of irony, I actually do read books. But happy Friday. If you are watching from the United States, it's a Memorial Day weekend, and maybe you have Monday off. So if you have any special plans for the weekend, I'd love to hear that. I'd also, of course, love to hear what you're reading. So even if you don't have anything to say about what I'm talking about in this video, I would love to know, yeah, what you're reading, anything exciting planned for the summer, for Memorial Day weekend, those kinds of things. So as always, if you don't feel comfortable leaving a comment, you can leave an emoji or give this video a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. So Booktube, this is like take 6 of this video. I don't know what my problem is, but I'm gonna give you a little reading update, a brief discussion of my June TBR, and then I'm gonna explain the hat. And don't worry, I still have hair. It's back here. So I am, by the time you watch this video, let's say, I am going to be done with Jack by Marilyn Robinson. This is the 4th book in the Gilead series, and I have been hosting a read-along of these books since January. So I think we will have a very lively discussion about this book. I do hope that I can make a review video before the month is up. If not, it may be the first week in June, but I will make that a really high priority to get that review video done. And some of you have told me how much you love this book. Some of you have told me how you did not love this book. So I think we should have a good discussion about Jack by Marilyn Robinson. I will say just right now, like, it does sort of almost like throwback information for the other 3 books. So it's a very weird feeling. Like, the whole time we've been reading these books, I keep thinking like, oh, now I want to go back and reread Gilead and Home and Lila. And yeah, there's just something very kind of circular about the whole reading experience of these 4 books. But I also want to say I'm really glad that there's not like 4 more Gilead books. So it'll be good to do the review video of this and complete that project for the year. What am I reading in June? So I have a couple buddy reads planned. Hopefully by the time you see this, I will have also reached out to one of my buddy readers. But the first book is The Weird Sisters by Eleanor Brown. I'm going to be doing this as a buddy read with Randy from Literate Texan. I don't know how he's going to fit this in with all the other things he has planned for the month of June, including rereading Lonesome Dove, which is a masterpiece, Pulitzer Prize winning novel. It's a great book. Weird Sisters is, I don't know, I tend to read things blind, so I really don't know that much about it. I guess it's like a Shakespearean family. I'm not sure how much the actual sisters enjoy that. They all have Shakespeare names. I think their dad goes around speaking in verse. So I'm not really sure, you know, what to expect from this, but it sounds fun, and I look forward to talking to Randy about like the different Shakespeare references in this book. So should be a good time. And then Dia from Novel Idea, she and I are going to be reading The Chosen by Haen Potok. I've been meaning to read this book for so long because in at the end of 2020, I didn't buy books. I bought 1 book in 2020. I really focused on reading books that I owned, books that I hadn't read, you know, that I bought ages ago and that sort of thing. Anyway, but a ton of you recommended Haen Potok at the end of 2020 because I was gonna obviously be buying some books, and this one I got as part of like a group. Like I bought like a, not a bulk, but it was like buy 3 books, get the 4th book free kind of thing, because I really don't like the cover of this book. If I end up loving the book, I'm gonna find an edition that I really like. But yeah, I have been meaning to read this for so long, and I'm really excited to read it with someone else, just to, like, again, motivate me and keep me going, and yeah, just to be able to discuss it on a deeper level. So I'm very excited about that. And then I really don't have any other reading plans for June, so it's very exciting. It could be a good time to read some things on my high priority TBR, which, if you don't know, you can look at my Goodreads profile down below, and I accept all friend requests. You can follow me. But anyway, you can see like what are the high priority books. I think there's 27 or so of them for this year that I want to get to, and I did recently add James by Percival Everett, the 2025 Pulitzer Prize winner for fiction. So I hope to get to this in June. Otherwise, like, yeah, it could be time for some mood reading. So I spent a lot of time with the library carts right next to me here, and really looked through things, really thought about like kind of mood reading. What do I want to read? What would be something like just a little bit lighter? I don't want to take all, I don't want to read all of the books on my cart that are like that, because I do have a trip planned for later this summer, and I definitely want to make sure I'm taking some fun stuff to read on my trip. But anyway, I think in the meantime, I'm going to start reading Spook Street. Start again. I did start reading it, and then I don't know, I got derailed, whatever. So one of you wonderful people sent me this book, actually this and 2 more books in the series. It's about a bunch of spies who themselves into trouble, and so they're sent to Slough House, and they're called slow horses because, you know, they're not supposed to be like the really like fantastic spies, but of course they are, right? But they make mistakes still, you know. Anyway, but the TV adaptations and the books are wildly different, and I didn't really like the TV adaptation for Spook Street. So there were just some things. I was also just a little bit confused, I think, for part of it. So I'm looking forward to read this because it'll be a completely different experience. And then I think the next one is coming out this summer. I'm sure some of you know. You can let me know down in the comments section. But anyway, so I think, you know, in between Jack and starting the Weird Sisters, I'm gonna try to read Spook Street by Mick Herron. So yeah, so I'm excited about that. Okay, so the hats. I'm sure you've been noticing I've been wearing hats in my videos lately. So earlier this month, I went to my dermatologist for my annual checkup, and everything was going really, really well until she got to my scalp and found a spot at the right here, like the very, very top of my head. She said, "What is this?" I said, I don't know. I mean, I can't see that part of my head. Anyway, but she's like, let's do a biopsy, which we did like right then. And honestly, the biopsy still hurts. So I'm not. And then they were like, oh, we'll get back to you within 5 to 7 days. So I wait and wait and wait. And I'm thinking like, well, this is a good sign that I'm waiting so long because it means everything's fine. Finally, we get to day 7 and I hear from someone and they're like, it is basal cell carcinoma. So it's a form of skin cancer. I frankly was expecting that at some point in my life I was going to get this because my dad, who is also very fair-skinned, has had quite a few of these on his head. And it is very treatable. I think what they're going to do is I think they're going to take that out and then test the skin around it to make sure like that they get everything. And then again, and I only know this from talking to my family, not the dermatology office, but then they're gonna like stretch my skin and stitch it back together. I'm not really crazy about that idea, to be honest. I don't know what it's gonna look like, and I would love to tell you guys that I'm a tough cowgirl, and I don't have any problems with pain, but I'm a wimp. I'm really a wimp. So I'm nervous just because there's not very much skin up there. It's also taught me that I'm a little bit vain, and I think part of that is this channel. Like, I do not want you guys to see stitches in my video. Like, I don't want to feel like Frankenstein. And I know you probably won't even be able to see it. I don't know if they're gonna have to take any of my hair out or if that's just gonna be like, some of the hair is gone from the biopsy and like it's a black spot on the back of my head, you guys. I sent a frantic text to my parents, not about like skin cancer, but about like how to cover up my head. Like, does my mom have any scarves? She does. Because God forbid my parents ever got rid of anything. Anyway, so my mom and I are gonna mess around with scarves in my hair this weekend. But anyway, so I just wanted to share that with you because I don't know if I'm going to be able to make a Friday Reads video next week. Like, I'm just not sure what is going to happen with the channel. I do want to record one more video before Wednesday. So I'm really hoping that I can make that happen. I will also tell you though, the other effect is been, and this might be part of why I feel the way I do about Jack by Marilynne Robinson. It's kind of taken the wind out of my sails a little bit. Like, I'm anxious, I'm thinking about this, I'm not thinking about books and what I'm reading and that sort of stuff. So, yeah, I'm a little bit like nervous about it. So that's my life update. I really do want to make a Friday Reads video next week because it's the last Friday of the month, and I, want to shout out my new subscribers and, yeah, just, finish the month. Tell you how Spook Street is. I just don't know. I don't know how I'm going to be feeling. So if you are a person of faith and you want to pray for me on Wednesday, or if you want to just send like positive vibes my way or positive energy, I would love that. Booktube, I look forward to hearing your thoughts and comments down below in the comment section. And have a great Memorial Day weekend if you do get to have that. I hope to be back soon with another video. Booktube, remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and like I said, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.